All that good old E85. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, start your day, whatever time it may be. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the car out the garage and we shall continue. All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And in this video, I'm gonna be figuring something out that I have not been able to figure out with this car, and that's how much it costs to fill this thing up from pretty much empty. Now, this is a GT350 that is not stock. This is on E85. It has long tube headers, catless long tube headers. It has a cold air intake. And obviously, tuned on E85. Now, this is pretty much a full bolt-on setup. I'm putting air quotes around full bolt-on. It would technically be full bolt-on if I had a ported GT350 manifold or a CJ manifold, but in all reality, those offer little gains over stock, especially the ported GT350 manifold. The CJ manifold does offer gains, but it's not technically a bolt-on setup. If it was, this car would most likely have it already, but you do have to go ahead and, number one, cut your hood, number two, lower the engine, and in all reality, it's really not worth it. You need a new throttle body, you need a new cold air. It's expensive to do it, in all reality. So much so that you could literally just save an extra $2,000 and put an ESS kit on and make literally 700 horsepower as opposed to 500 something. So in all reality, it's just more cost effective to boost the car as opposed to go CJ, which is why I consider this pretty much, you know, a full bolt-on setup. I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh no, you need to have the manifold. Look, that's a little bit more work. That's in my book, a max effort setup. If I gotta cut my hood, lower my engine, you know, I gotta change the whole ergonomic of the car. So, and the feel of the car as well, still being NA, because obviously lowering the engine is going to throw stuff off as far as handling, and I mean that's what this car is made to do, is made to handle. And you know, I'm not going to destroy that for a cold air intake that isn't going to be pushing some PSI. So woo, got some bops. Now, as you guys saw in the beginning, this car is getting like 13 miles per gallon. I don't even know if that's considered good or bad. Let me know down in the comment section what your 350s or 50s, whatever that's on E85 is getting per gallon. I'm not even too sure if that's even keeping up to date with the E85. I think that might be going off of the 93 tune I had on the car a while ago. But let me know what your cars are getting, or if these cars are smart enough to update that, because I know for a fact the 99 is definitely not getting the miles per gallon it says it's getting. I can tell you that right now. That thing is getting like 10, if that. Making some noise, man. The car's not fully warmed up, so that's why I'm not kind of going too crazy, but it is what it is. Trying to burn some gas. I'm thinking this car is gonna cost 55 bucks to fill up. Now, I'm not gonna run it completely to E, because if you guys are unaware, you really are not supposed to do that. You are never supposed to run your car completely empty on gas. That's really bad for your fuel pump. God, he got that thing straight piped. That thing is really, really bad for your fuel pumps because number one, they're gonna be working overload, and number two, they're gonna get incredibly hot. Ask me how I know. It could cause a fuel pump to fail. So we got 40 miles to E. I'm probably gonna drop this down to like 20, and then I'm gonna get gas because I feel like that's when most people go ahead and fill up their cars. Because again, like, it's not really worth dropping it past that for a vid, but for the most part, that's gonna be pretty much how much it's gonna cost on average, I feel like, because again, you're not supposed to drop the car completely on E. Oh my god. So depending on how much it costs, 20 miles, I'm getting 13 miles per gallon. We'll just add, you know, an extra, you know, 2 gallons on top of the cost. So realistically, we'll add an extra $4 or so. I think it's gonna be 55 bucks. Cop right there too is a bike cop. Yep, he's looking dead at me. So I'm saying, but they got the cops out. It is a holiday. I don't know if it has anything to do with it. But yeah, they be out recently, man. It's October too, beginning of the month. I don't know why they're out like this. Usually they out like toward the end of the month, but damn, they really out looking for people today. The second one I've seen. I haven't seen this many cops out in this area in like a hot minute, dude. God damn. Whew. I really do. Ooh, we got a C8. That thing's clean. The C8s are kind of growing on me, but you know, I still think the C7s and the C6s are way better, especially like the C6 ZR1s and the C6Zs, and just like honestly, all the C7s look good. Even like, you know, the Stingray. I'd definitely take a Stingray in all reality. I think realistically, like after thinking about it, because I do want to build a vet eventually. I don't think I'd build an LT motor based vet. I think I'd stick with like an LS vet. I've been thinking about C5Zs or like a base model C6, but I feel like a C5Z is something that I'd probably really enjoy. It'd probably feel like the BRZ, but way more power and torque. And like, they're really small. I like those compact cars. I don't like, you know, big cars. The S550 is definitely the biggest like sports car I would ever own, 100%. Everything else is just too big, dude. I feel like the 6-gens are big too. I don't know why. They're not, but like just the overall feel, I feel like you're just trapped inside the car. I don't like that. This, the 350, I've never driven a Gen 3 car that wasn't like a GT350 or a Gen 2, but just the way these cars are set up and handled, I think this is probably the only S550 I would like. It's ironic because I always recommend people to get, you know, a Gen 3 car if they're looking to get into a Mustang, but that's just because, you know, most people just want to boost it and don't really care about staying in A. This car, I am going to boost it, but just the overall experience, the 350 just gives what I want. And I think it's because of, you know, the suspension tuning, you know, obviously having the Recaros. I mean, the Recaros are a huge thing. I know a lot of people don't like the Recaros in these for whatever weird reason. They want like the heated and cooled seats. Like, this is a car that I feel like, you know, you want everything, but you don't want too much. Like, I don't want no digital dash, you know what I'm saying, like that. I don't need heated and cooled seats, none of that shit. I don't need, you know, an 8-inch screen. I just need everything just to be within arm's reach and simple and efficient to use. And that's why I like this platform, man. It's just simple and efficient. I like the basic shit. And I feel like that's what I feel like a C5Z would be perfect. I don't care about the interior of a car really. As long as it's fun to drive, that's what matters. If it's a daily driver, I guess. If I was to get like a daily, obviously, like, you know, the interior would mean something, because, you know, it's not really for enjoyment. It's, you know, to get from point A to point B. But how much gas I got in this thing, man? 34 miles. bro. I mean, I've seen a lot of, I'm not gonna lie, the like those Teslas look clean, man. Elon know what he doing. Those Teslas look, I don't know, the white Tesla with like the black roof. I've seen guys lower them, put them on some nice wheels. Teslas look tough. I ain't gonna cap. I don't think I'd ever own one, but those Teslas look good, bro. As a daily driver, I just want to get like, I don't know, something that's cheap, like a Honda or something like that. Like that Tesla, bro. That color looks good. And it's crazy how loud this car is, though. I don't know what's louder, the 350 or the 99. I feel like the 350 just has like a sharper bite. I think it's just the cams that make that 99 feel like dumb loud. Oop, they're laying down the manure. I smell it. It smells gross. Like I know I'd probably get in trouble by the HOA, because I know like engine barking and doing exactly what I'm doing right now is against like the rules out here. Obviously cops don't really give a fuck, but like the HOA does. Some Karen would definitely report me. Hey, there's a kid with a loud Mustang, he's revving his car, even though like this is not even revving. But I see that now and I moved to an HOA, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I hope not. God, man. Everybody's driving like Miss Daisy. To like hit like a back roads, but I don't really know any like back roads out here in Texas. I know one, actually I know one, but like it's far. It's the point where it's just, that's not even really worth going out there. But imagine like hitting some back roads and like, you know, Tail of the Dragon. That'd be OD. I always wanted to do Tail of the Dragon. I gotta do that in this car. I feel like that'd be so much fun. But I feel like I'd have to go with some people though too. I'd definitely have to get these balloon tires off the car. I'd also probably want to go ahead and replace my brakes, get some fresh pads and rotors on there, just to make sure everything was as safe as possible. And also potentially lower the car too, just so I can have max handling and stuff like that. Another C8 over there. See, with the wing, I feel like you have to get the wing on the C8. Like, if you don't get the wing on the C8, like, it's, no, you need the wing on the C8. Like, it makes or breaks the car. Those cars look pretty legit with the wings. I think I actually saw one that was cammed a couple days ago. Or maybe it had, like, a Ghost Tune cam on it, but it was chopping. Excuse me. We got 31 to E. Start making my way to the gas station. It's probably going to be, like, yeah, about 20 to E when I get there, more or less. Be like 25, 26, but that'll be enough. I'm not gonna run this completely dry. car drives so much better with the stock shift knob too. That's something I definitely notice about like these like, you know, the Shelby Mustangs, the Mach 1s, like, you know, you just gotta keep them stock, bro. Like, as far as like the interior, like the shift knob, all that stuff, you need to just keep it stock. I know people bitch about the clutch, but in all reality, if these clutches can hold, like, let's say it can hold 800 horsepower realistically, which I know some people can have had luck with that, but for me personally, I haven't, at like fucking 500 something horsepower. I would honestly have just put a stock clutch back in this car, but I like the way the clutch feels, man. It's super light. I mean, I like that. It's like the C7 clutch. It's light. People say I want it heavy. Depends on the car. Like the 99, even that twin disc is light. Well, light for what, you know, a cable clutch is supposed to be. I like the way that thing feels with that twin disc. That clutch feels really good. It's actually insane how much of a difference that twin disc makes for a cable clutch car. I guess to the point where, like, even if it was a stock car, I'd literally probably put a twin disc in it just for the feel. Especially like shifting at high RPMs, it's so much easier compared to this single I had in the white one. Rev match downshifts on lock with this car. It's gonna be weird though. I'm gonna get right back on the 99 when that car is actually, when I get it back. Hopefully I get that car back. Realistically, I really should get that car back later today or tomorrow, in all reality. Hopefully I get it back at least by tomorrow, so I don't have to come back out here to get the car, because that'd be kind of annoying, because I'm moving about 45 minutes away from this general area, and the car is actually, from where I'm at right now, it's probably like 15 minutes away, legitimately. So like, I really don't want to have to get an Uber for an hour drive or something like that, in rush hour to go pick up the car. I'd rather just have it now. But it is what it is, man. Really can't rush people, because I realistically got the parts and dropped it off like the next day. So I got taken in pretty quick, but it's almost done. I mean, they're just putting up the remaining fuel lines, and I guess, yeah, I know the car needs to have a revision for increased RPM. Hopefully everything goes good. It'd be crazy if the car still leans out. If it still leans out, then I know it's the injectors. Maybe they need to be cleaned, or maybe they're not actually 90-pound injectors in the car. I mean, it's only gonna make like 6 something. And I'm pretty sure 90-pound injectors can make at least 700. All right, about to pull up to the gas station. I think we're literally at, yeah, we're at 20 to E right now. So this is perfect. This is about when I feel most people are gonna fill up with gas, man, because I definitely don't want to run this thing to 0. That's yeah, that's not a good idea. I feel like 20 to E is kind of when, you know, you would go to swap over from E85 to 93 or 93 to E85. So this is a good benchmark on how much it costs to fill it up. But again, we'll just add, I believe, $4, depending on how much E85 is right now at my local gas station. I want to say it's probably like, oh man, like 250, something like that right now. We gonna find out, man. We gonna find out. All right, so we're here. Let's go fill her up. Actually, we're at 19, so let's go fill her up. Let's see how it gets. I'm really curious to see how much it's gonna cost to fill it up. I think it's gonna be 55 bucks. Oh man. It's at 20. Oh man. It's at 30. Oh my gosh. $38. It's not bad at all. All right, so there it is. This car costs 38 and some change to fill up on E85. Now, if I was to really run this thing completely down on E, it'd be about 42 bucks, which honestly isn't that bad. I was really thinking it was gonna be 55 bucks, honestly pushing 60 bucks, but for a full bolt-on GT350 on E85, 40 bucks and some change, I think it's pretty good. Now let me know down in the comment section if you want me to make this video on the 99. I think it'll be very similar, 35, 40 bucks, but there you guys go. Let me know for you guys that are on 93 how much it costs to fill your car up. I'm really curious. I think it's going to be probably 55, 60 bucks depending on the area, but E85 around me, like I said, is like high twos. That technically is kind of high. It used to be like mid twos, so we'll see. We shall see. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Deuce.